Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will learn how to add two numbers in a Python. I'll show you four different ways to solve this problem, right? The first one is using a built-in functions, and second one is using variables, and third one is using user inputs, and the last one is using functions. So in method one, first we will add two numbers using a built-in functions, right? We have a built-in function like sum, right? We can pass the arguments and it will return the result to us. Let's say we have a numbers object. Suppose it has an element 10 and 20, and we can call the sum functions, some built-in function, and will pass our object numbers. It will add up the numbers and return the result. Numbers results, right? So run this using Python. Go to the directory where our folder is placed, like it is inside the Python, right? Cd Python examples, right? So here it is. Let's call it Python 01. It's our first example. We will solve too many examples here. So it says result is not found, means we are calling the wrong object, right? Here the actual object is result, but we are calling result, so it's typo error. Let's call it. So it is giving up the result 30, right? So let's recall it. Here we store numbers in a list, numbers in a list, and pass it to the sum function. Sum function will automatically adds these numbers and return the result, and that will be stored in object result, and at the end we printed it, right? Suppose we have an other elements like 30, 40, it will automatically add them and return the result. Here you can see, right? So let's look at the second method, right? We can solve the same problem using the two variables, right? This is the most basic commonly used approach, right? Let's say we have a two variables like 20, 30, b is equal to 40, and sum of result is equal to a plus b. So print sum is sum result, right? Let's run it. So it will give the result 17. So the plus operator add these two numbers and return the result or store the result in a sum object or a variable, and at the end we printed it, right? So this is the most commonly used approach, right? Where we store values in a two variables and use the plus operator to add them, right? So let's take a look at the third one. We have to solve the same problem or example using the user inputs. Previously we stored the values in the object, now we'll take the values from the user, right? This makes the program more interactive, right? Let's say we have our number one. We'll take this from the user, enter number one, let's say, okay? Or we can say first number, and num2 input, enter the second number. Now here the problem is, by default the input function return the or keeps the value in the string format, in the string data type, right? So we need to convert it to the integer. For that we have to do casting, right? We'll do casting here. It will take the values from the user. That values will be in the form of string, and we will convert it using the int function, right? And stored in the object num1. Same with the second one, right? Now we will calculate the result using the plus operator, num1 plus num2, and print, sorry, print sum is result, right? Let's run it, right? It's asking, right, enter your first number. Let's say I enter 30 and second one is 40. Now it is giving us the result 70, right? Now the input functions take, again, let's recall. Input function takes data as a string, so we convert it into the integer using the integer function before adding them, right? So we have done our third method too. Now let's move further toward our last method. So the last method is using the functions. So use the functions. Functions help us to write the reusable code and clean code. We can use them later in our program script file, right? Let's say make a function like add numbers, ask for the numbers num1 and num2. We will return it after adding. Let's say num1 plus num2 and return. Now we have to calculate the result. For that we have to call our function and pass the values, right? Let's say I want to pass the num1 as a 50 and num2 as a 60, right? It will pass these values as a argument to this function, and these parameters take these values or these arguments and calculate the sum and return the result, right? And that result will be stored in an object called result, and at the end we will print out sum is result, right? Let's print it. Now it's working fine, right? I hope so. You got it and you understand how we can solve a program to add two numbers using different methods. We have seen so far four methods, right? So please try it on your end and understand this problem, right? So see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning and keep exploring, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel so that you can get the latest updates. Okay, bye.